From March 2015 to October 2020, I lived in Japan teaching English as a second language. Hi, welcome back to Everyday English with Drea. This is where we learn simple English for our everyday use. From March 2015 to October 2020, I lived in Japan teaching English as a second language. At the beginning of 2018, I decided to take the IELTS exam to pursue my goal of migrating to Canada as a permanent resident on the Express Entry program. Since English is my native language, I initially thought, how difficult can the speaking section really be? However, I quickly realized that while the exam may seem straightforward, without practice, it can be one of the most challenging tests you'll ever take. So, in today's lesson, I've put together some tips to help you master the speaking section of the IELTS test. The IELTS speaking test is around 11 to 14 minutes long, and it's divided into 3 parts. It's designed to assess your spoken English skills in a natural and interactive setting. Let's start by looking at each part. In part 1, you'll have introduction and interview. You'll answer questions about familiar topics like hobbies, your hometown, or family. This part is usually 5 minutes. Remember, it's about getting comfortable and showing that you can speak confidently and naturally. Now, let's say the first question in the introductory section is, where are you from? And for argument's sake, you're from Ocho Rios, Jamaica. You could say something along the lines of, I'm from Ocho Rios, Jamaica. It is vibrant and full of energy. It's famous for its music scene, beautiful beaches, and delicious food. I love the people and culture. The most important thing to bear in mind during this conversation is don't overthink. Just answer the question as if you're talking to a friend. You are relaxed and you're just describing your hometown. Part 2 of the speaking test is called Long Run. You'll get a card with a topic, and you have 1 minute to prepare up to 2 minutes to speak. Here, it's crucial to organize your thoughts. Use 1 minute prep time to plan. Write down a quick outline. So you want to have introduction, main points, and a conclusion. Now, let's take a look at an example. You're given the card, and on the card it states, describe a person who inspires you. If you choose a family member, start with who they are, what they do, and why they inspire you. Now, here's an example. My mother inspires me. She's a strong and caring person. She's taught me the value of hard work and always pushes me to be my best. One example is how she managed both her job and her family with grace. I admire her balance and kindness. Now, like I've said, this speech that you'll give will be up to 2 minutes long. And in that speech, you want to use transition words. For example, first of all, in addition, you want to speak so that you convince the interviewer that you're able to speak fluently in English. Part 3 of the speaking section is discussion. In this section, the question becomes more abstract and in-depth. You'll discuss themes related to part 2, but in more detail, showing your ability to express opinions and discuss complex ideas. And the key thing to remember in the discussion section is to give balanced opinions. Let's say, for example, you're asked, how does technology affect relationships? Your answer could be along the lines of: technology has made it easier to connect with others, even across long distances, but it can also make people feel isolated if used too much. It's important to find a balance. In this section, you want to use vocabulary for speculating, words like might, could, and possibly. Remember that this section is timed, so the interviewer will tell you you have 3 minutes to answer this question and they press start. You do not stop until the interviewer tells you to stop or until the timer beeps. Remember, stay calm, take your time, and it's okay to pause and think before you answer. Speak clearly, and most importantly, do not worry about your accent. Just speak clearly. Thanks for watching Everyday English with Drea. See you in our next lesson.